Hello, this is Trop, and I'm back with a new video topic, a new genre, if you will, because instead of some silly movie reviews, I'll be talking about history and the notion of history repeating itself, which to a certain extent kind of is maybe true, which obviously, given the topic, kind of really depends on how you view history, how you view the historical process. But and also to give you something to think about, because this is going to be like crazy philosophical. I mean, probably not, but still something new. So anyway, there are many ways people view history. It doesn't matter from what political spectrum or ideology. People always will be aware of discrepancies and weird patterns in history. Because at the end of the day, it is human behaviour amplified into an actionable phase, which is then acted upon through the position of power that said person has. And then that obviously has real life impacts and consequences. So given that said authority gives a decision, gives an action, we would obviously, over the course of many thousands of years, see patterns. People sometimes think alike. People think differently, and through the course of maybe the past 6,000 years of recorded history, we can maybe categorize all those decisions, all those weird behavior, and put them into specific designated groups based on the effects they had and what said decision was about. Whether it was, liberal, based on modern political affiliations, the political compass, if you will. And obviously not only on the political compass, but even philosophical strands as well, because there are loads of people with various ideas, and obviously I can talk endlessly about this, but that's, I think, something to consider, right? I think people tend to focus more on the actions, the results of decisions, which obviously, yes, had very important roles in history. That's kind of what it is all about. But I think, people should definitely look into what historical figures thought, and not always, this person is responsible for this, and this person said this. But obviously I'm gonna completely ignore the context of what his political affiliations were during his life. I'm just gonna take everything out of context, and I don't think that's an appropriate approach to history. Obviously, it's very difficult to construct a good narrative about the opinions and thoughts of a person, because for certain historical figures there just simply isn't enough historical context, historical reference to construct a narrative of their opinions on this. And B, is still very difficult to just generalize someone's opinions and ideas into a coherent, paragraph in school textbook. So obviously, people are just gonna rely on the important things, pages of a historical figure's life, and what their actions did in history. Did in war, in civil wars, conflicts, and this. Because, I don't know, at the end of the day, schools just want you to know the bare basics of why things happened in the past and why things now, So maybe I can cut the education system some slack, and historians as well. I apologise, but I don't know, it's just something I've been kind of thinking about over the past few days. Shortened conclusion. People generally focus more on the actions of a person, what the actions did in war and civil wars and conflicts than what they actually thought, and what their philosophical and political affiliations really were, and what happens in the course of their life to do such things. But yeah, obviously, as I said, the A and B. However, back to the history repeats bit of the video that I should have probably talked about in the first bit. There are some fairly alarming trends in the societies of today and the past in terms of spreading of disinformation, manipulation tactics, which is going to get just worse because of artificial intelligence. Just general strife in societies, especially in the UK and the United States over the past just few years, actually, and increasing inequalities in the world. A whole bunch of really bad things, which are usually kind of like a precursor to something bad happening in the future. And I'm not even including the geopolitical situation now, like between China, India, and the United States, and Europe, and this. Yeah, we're living in pretty interesting times, I'd say. Though another thing that kind of separates us from the past, and that is the demographic collapse that is going to ensue very soon. It's already affecting countries such as China, Japan, South Korea, and much of Asia, and especially Europe. However, this what I just listed, that is a distinguishable difference, distinguishable pattern that has only come up in just the past few decades that we actually noticed something like that. So obviously, as history goes on, there will be different patterns, different behavioural patterns to be seen from countries. Obviously, countries in the future will be using cybernetics and technology, sophisticated artificial intelligence, not seen in the future, so we can't even make those comparisons. Yeah, history is a lot about comparing. Maybe that's what people who adhere to history repeating itself really do believe in, right? Maybe we all like to collectively compare things. Maybe it's part of our human psyche to compare things, and who knows, maybe that has worked for us. Actually, yeah, now think about it, yeah, it has definitely helped us in the past. So maybe it is a valid thinking mechanism, who knows. Anyways, yeah, this is kind of like a commentary practice thingy. Don't even know if that made sense. Maybe I was just rambling the entire time, and you'll tell me. But yeah, anyways.